Okay, round two. Hello again. Today I'm just going to go over a couple of things. I got three things I'm going to go over. I'll try to make it pretty brief. So, the first one is guard versus officer. I don't like the term guard. I know it's on a lot of our cards, the guard card and all that. I think it's an older term. I feel that if you answer calls, you respond to first aid, you go to alarm drops, you help people, whatever you do, you're a professional. And that to me should be an officer. You should be an officer. Guard, again, I think guard's something you put on a door. Some kind of lock mechanism. I don't know, but officer, I think, is a way more professional, especially if you're handling things like, you're answering calls, you're going to open doors. Even if you're helping people, you're still an officer. Which kind of leads me into my second thing. As an officer, we need to remain professional. So if you show up to a scene and somebody's aggravated, you want to treat them or talk to them as you would your parents and your grandparents, or you want your grandparents to be talked to. How do you want your grandparents to be talked to? Rude, mean? No. There is a time for that. Don't get me wrong. There is a time for that. But I don't think it's then. I think if you respond with professionalism, you treat them kindly, you use your good verbal skills, you de-escalate the situation using your verbal skills. I think that's key right there. You don't want to treat people mean, you don't want to treat people nasty. I've seen it where you get, people get the badges on, they think they own that place and all this, and they can treat people how they want. That's not true. That's not true at all. You want to remain polite, professional, and you want to talk to people like you want your grandparents to talk to you. So, last thing I'm going to go over real quick. Grab it here. Last thing I'm going to go over is part of your uniform. You can remain professional and all this, and I understand that. We have a lot of security agencies now are using the software like, SilverTrack or any other software. That way they can log everything. Everything's automatic. They do it right from their phone. It's great. It's a great tool. The issue is when you show up to a scene and you're taking information, a lot of people whip out that phone and start, taking notes on their phone. Let me ask you, if you're police for something and they showed up and you started telling them what happened, what was the incident, in your personal life, and they whipped out their phone and started typing on their phone, it doesn't really look that professional to me, first of all. Second of all, phone can be erased. There's a lot of accidents that happen. Things happen all the time with phones. It's a mechanical device, so it's going to break down. You don't want all that information on there when it does, because you're going to lose everything. And lastly is, let's say you have to go to court. Something happened, you take your notes, you do your report, you take your notes on your phone. Guess what? Your phone is not part of the court case. So guess what you're going to be missing? Your phone. Highly suggest getting a notepad. If you don't already have, it should be part of your uniform. Notepad and pen every day. Notepad and pen. I have 3 pens on me. I have my waterproof notepad. I take notes if I need to. That way it's on me. And guess what? If that gets subpoenaed, okay. So I'll show you little tricks later on how to keep your notepad kind of in good order so you can actually just flip to the page and you're going to be at the right next page. So those are my little tips of the day, my little tricks of the day. I appreciate your time. Stay safe out there. And if you have anything, please comment below. Thank you.